the goddamn button? Push the goddamn button!
With my wife, who Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you don't see her right here. But she want to go do something else. That's fine with me. We had our run. So even though she had the stroke and getting older, she would never be like, oh man, she was always beautiful in my eyes until you say, I want to go do something else.
Yeah.
Now you're not as beautiful to me again. And the fact that if you decide to go this way, I'm going to go that way. That's fine.
That's deep.
It is what it is, man. And like I said, anytime you can find somebody you can stay in love with for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
or for one day or whatever, if you can witness that love, that's good. I had that with her. And I found somebody else. But it is what it is.
Wait, who?
No need to worry. And you know
Sorry,
what?
Hold up. First of all, I want to say this, man. Why are you having a conversation with Neon? That stuck out like a sore thumb to me. Like, I'm not throwing shade or nothing. It probably sounds like I am. I ain't gonna hold you. Neon is the last person that I'm telling my personal, most intimate business to, though. If y'all know his catalog, then yeah, you're not going to him either. Nonetheless, LaVar Ball spent 30 years with his wife. And if you've spent any significant time with anybody, especially after a year, if you can make it past a year plus in a relationship with a person these days, that's saying a lot, because you really don't get to know people immediately as long as the ride is going. You have to really have the patience and the willpower and a different type of understanding of life to be able to appreciate bringing another human being into your existence, sharing a part of you with them, and vice versa. It takes a different type of adult, which is lacking in 2026. Nonetheless, y'all know who he is. If you don't, one of the great NBA players. Put some respect on that. Did his thing, did his numbers, met this woman, don't know their history, but for you to put in 30 years with somebody, go through the hell, the in-laws, dealing with them different personalities, dealing with sickness, dealing with bills, arguments. I could only imagine what you went through in this relationship. What people see on social media is not what happens off camera. You have to know how to be miserable with a person. You gotta know how to like a person when sex is off the table for a year, 2 months. You gotta know how to build the relationship back to its peak when it dips off. There's so much that goes into it. Y'all need to learn and take notes. Y'all don't honor love and life the way that we used to. 30 years is absolutely no feat. It's by far not an easy task. I don't know if there was infidelity or they just ran that course just smooth through without nobody stepping out. Nonetheless, I guarantee you it was ugly. It was pretty. It was smooth, but it was definitely ugly. But we're here because the title, I don't know if they captioned it that way or he put that out there and said, well, this is basically what it was. But people are coming to this conclusion that he stuck it out with her when she had all of her ailments facing her deathbed. She was at her lowest mentally, spiritually, all that. And then he saw her through it, loved her through it. The second that he has to give a piece of himself, literally, she decides, oh, I've had enough. Can't do it no more. And his response right here is basically just, you know, we had what we had and I'm okay with that. Pretty cool media response. You said enough without really saying a lot. You didn't bash her, you didn't tear her down. That's how you should handle it. I still disagree with having that conversation with Neon, but nonetheless, very, very media trained. But I'm going off of the caption. If that is true, and this woman bounced on him because he no longer could get around in ways that would allow her to move freely, because she didn't have the same heart to deal with everything that's going to come with somebody who has lost a part of themselves. That is diabolical work. Now, everybody ain't built like that. Could you deal with somebody who lost an arm or lost both their legs and they was confined to a wheelchair? Would you be able to look at them the same, love them the same, respect them the same as the provider in the house? See, people don't respect or understand the vows. They don't understand and respect real love, real charity, agape love. They don't know what that look like or how to reflect it when things get bad. A person cough wrong and y'all out. Y'all get bored and you're out. You want to test the waters and see if you can go back out here and get the same type of guy that you just left, but a younger version of him. Y'all leave for some of the most selfish, fucked up reasons in the world. And here he is still seemingly with a good head on the shoulder. And I guess it's just one of them things where maturity allows him to just step back and say, well, you know, we both played our parts and why this is no longer working. And hey, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just unrealistic to believe in her case that she's going to go back out here and meet a Ocho Cinco or one of these young NBA prospects and take them under her wing and start a whole nother cycle with a younger generation. If that's the case, I don't know what her mission or what she's going to do afterwards, but if you thinking about getting back into the dating pool, you're going to be highly disappointed at what's out here. And I already know you're so programmed to move and live a certain way. You've been like you might as well say you were indoctrinated, institutionalized. You laid next to this man for 30 years. You probably think that you're gonna just go back out into the world like everything is sweet, and it ain't going to be what you think it is. That man probably hurt for real. He got that smile on his face. He sound pretty chill, and maybe he is. But men, when they leave, and most men don't like to leave their marriages, he's definitely feeling this way more than she is. Imagine you stand by somebody all that time only for them to say, "I'm bored. Oh, I can't walk you around. I can't help you change and do this and do that. I don't have the patience, or I can't do that for you, but thank you for doing it for me." Damn, that's fucked up. But that's all speculation. Just my theory. You can't. Y'all be talking about the divorce rate and why it's so high. This is one of them reasons. Shame on you if you lied about the caption just for whatever. But if that's really a part of it, and a woman in the comment section said, "Nah, it wasn't just about him losing a piece of his body. It wasn't just that." I know. I agree. It definitely wasn't. She checked out a while ago. There were other things that factored into why she wanted to step out. Could have been her sleeping with somebody else. Could have been him. Maybe they're using this as an excuse to cover up why they really want to leave, because people will be nosy. Either way, I wish them both the best. He gonna be all right.